From all of us, thank you. Greeting card. Hello, I'm Joanne of Crafting Inspirations. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Newfoundland, Canada. I love to connect, inspire, motivate new and exciting possibilities through stamping. Please feel free to tag someone that you would think that would like this video. And please remember to give me a thumbs up if you like it. And if you have any questions in what I'm going to be doing tonight, you can certainly reach out to me through craftinginspirations@outlook.com. I'm just going to take a moment now to flip over my camera so that I can show you my desk and show you what I will be demonstrating tonight. And hopefully this is not going to be upside down. My last week's video was upside down. I just want to make sure that I've got my full disc in the picture there. So there we go. So tonight's card we'll be using the Painted Poppies stamp set, which includes 9 stamps, and they're a cling mount, and the order number for that is 151599. And we'll be using the Kindness and Compassion stamp set, which consists of 8 stamps, and the order number for that is 151342. I have all of the products that we'll be using tonight in the description below. So I thought this would be a nice card to do for everyone in the healthcare system who is taking care of the COVID-19 patients and keeping our front line a-go, as well as the grocers and all that, and the truck drivers for bringing all the essential products across to Newfoundland. I know it's not an easy time. So this is what our card is going to be assembled like. It's going to be a bit different. I'm using different designer series paper tonight, but it opens up and the inside is going to be a little bit different tonight as well. So let's get started. So our color choices is Old Olive, and that is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 2 3/4, and 8 1/4. So when this folds, this is going to meet in the middle. So let me just fold this here now and get the bone folder and varnish down our folds. And then we've got some other paper. We've got some Whisper White, which is cut at 4 1/8 and 5 3/8. Is a little bit different of a size measurement. Then I've got a piece of Whisper White that's a scrap piece of paper. Then we've got the Noble Peacock foil papers. This is the Old Olive color foil, and that is cut at 2 1 2 3 4 5 8 by 4 1/8, and there's going to be 2 pieces of that. And then we got Whisper White that measures the same thing. We got 2 pieces of Whisper White that is measured at 1 2 3 4 5 2 5/8 and 4 1/8. So there's 2 of those. And then we got our designer series paper from the Peaceful Poppies, which is in the semi-annual catalog, and that measures 2 1/2 by 4. So tonight's trim work is not going to be as big as a border. I decided to make it a little bit smaller. So let's get started. So I got to take our snail, and we're going to snail down onto one of our flaps, and we're going to do it on the left hand side. So like I said, it doesn't leave that big of a border, so it's only 1/8 of a border instead of 1/4 of a border around. So, and then we're going to take one piece of our designer series paper, and what I like to do, I cut these from one page, so I want to make sure that they line up perfectly. So And then we're just going to snail that down onto the foil. Now you can certainly pop this up if you like, but I decided where I've got a little bilt going across, I decided not to have it raised any. So, but for this side, we're going to snail down our Designer Series paper onto our foil first. And then I've got two more pieces. This is the another piece of that foil, that Old Olive, which is measured at 1 by 6.5 and scored at 5.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and put some snail. And we're going to put some snail, we're going to put this in the middle. So you'll use your grid paper, which I like to use, before we take it down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're about in the middle. So there we go. It's stuck onto the back. And then we're just going to, I'm going to go down over it with 4 for this one. So I want to make sure that it sticks really well. You can use your tearaway tape as well. So now when this folds over, it laps over just like that. So it creates like a little bilt. So this is the back side of the Designer Series paper. Like, as you can see, it's pretty matched up, but then it's got like a little trim on the front, a little border. So I'm going to put that on the front. And this is measured at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7/8 by 5 and 3/8. So we're just going to leave a little border going around here and coming all the way across, like so. And then ahead of time, I used Stitch So Sweetly dies, and inside of here there's some rectangles, and there is some fancy other cutouts. So I decided to use this one tonight for our sentiment, and this one for inside. And I use it a little bit different. As you can see, I cut out, this is what we would normally use, but tonight I'm going to use this. I put it in the center and put it through the big shot and cut this out. I'm going to save this for another project. So we're going to stamp From All of Us with Mémento Tuxedo Black ink pad. And we're just going to ink it up, and we're going to put it in the center of our cutout. So there we go. And it's going to be laid on here just like this. But first, I'm going to ink up the big poppy that comes into the set. And then I'm just going to ink this down. And then I'm going to get our blends. This is a little case that I made up for our blends. And we're going to color this in. I'm just going to remove all our pieces of paper away. And what I like to do is I like to take the fatter tip and color out the outside as if it was doubled over on your flower. So like so, and then I'm just going to take the light Poppy Parade marker and just going to color back and forth. So if you have if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my webpage, and it's Joanne Johnson, Joann Johnson, JOHNSON, at stampinup.net. And there's a calendar there for any events that I would have. So you can certainly visit me there, and you can email me through that link as well. I'm just going to close up my Mémento black ink. And unfortunately, you got to sit down and watch me cut out this flower with paper snips. So just bear with me for a few minutes. And I'm hoping that I'm in the screen. So I'm just going to cut around the border, the outside, because where I smeared outside a little bit, so you won't see me going outside the lines. So I'm just going to move this piece of paper right away, and I'm just doing this quickly. The key thing with cutting is you move the paper, not your scissors. So you're slowly going down with your scissors and you're moving the paper. I find that much easier for cutting out, for fussy cutting. Now this set did have dies, however, I never ordered them up in time, and they are not making them any longer due to the COVID-19. So I've got the luxury of cutting these out by hand. But I thought it was quite easy enough that it didn't take too long to do. So I just want to know how everyone is coping with the COVID-19. And what I'm going to do, because you're going to see some of this on the back side of our flower. So I'm just going to take the light Poppy Parade marker, and I'm just going to color in the back. So it's not so messy looking, because blends do bleed through, and because you did the back, you want to go over the front again. Now with the Stampin' Right markers, they do not bleed through. So if you're using your blends, you want to make sure that the piece of paper that you're using your blends on is going to, the back is going to be covered up. But tonight I decided I was going to do the back so it doesn't look too bad. So, and I already did the smaller flower ahead of time. I didn't think you would need to see me color two of them. So I am going to snail down one flower, the smaller flower, and what you want to make sure that your snail doesn't come outside of your flower so that it doesn't create a sticky substance there. So in this case, what I'm going to do with the bigger flower, I'm going to use our mini glue dots. And these are quite strong, so I'm just going to put 2 there. And I'm just going to overlap the flowers just a little bit. And then I'm just going to put our sentiment with some glue dots as well. So 1, 2. So sentiment, I'm just putting here, and I think I'm going to get some pearls or some rhinestones. Let's do some rhinestones. And I just thought about it. I'm going to use some clear faceted dots. And I'm just going to show you what you can do with your blends. I'm just going to take the dark Poppy Parade and dog here all over the place. And you can color in these faceted gems. So I'm just going to color this in with the blends and let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the rhinestones. Now I'm going to take some, oh, one just flicked off. I'm just going to take one big one and one small one. And I'm going to take your pick tool, and I'm going to put the faceted gem, I'm going to put it in the center of our flower. Just like so, and press down. Now you do get it on your finger because I never let it dry enough. So then I'm just going to turn that one over. Take this one. I'm not putting it in the middle as such. And just fill in some of that space. There we go. And now let's just move on to the inside of our card. So that's the outside, that's what it looks like. And now for inside. So instead of using the foil paper, because what we're going to do is we're going to stamp, we're going to put this down, but we're going to stamp in on the green. And so I just want the white to border both sides to make it look even. So, so it's going to leave a small border once again. And because I got the faceted dot on here, it won't set on my paper all that well. So there we go. And I might just pop this one up with some dimensionals. So, one in each corner is enough. So, but before we stick it down, we want to put our sentiment on there, and it's thank you. So we're just going to put it down in the middle, like so. And then we're just going to take the backing off, and I've got no thumbnail, so I can't pick it off. So I use the take a pick tool to get the paper off. So there we go. And we're just going to snail that, or not snail, we're going to pop that up just a little bit. Like so. So this is our card for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me. And I wanted to say thank you for watching, and thank you to all the frontline staff at all the hospitals for taking care of the COVID-19 and protecting all of us. I want to thank just about everyone who is doing what they should be doing by staying inside and only going out when it's necessary. And join me again next Sunday at 7 o'clock Newfoundland time for my latest project. If you like a catalog or place an order, you can do so by my website that I had mentioned earlier. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put down our pieces. So you can certainly go to my webpage, like I said. It is Joanne Johnson, so J-O-H-A-N-N, Johnson, J-O-H-N-S-O-N, .stampinup.net. And this is what the inside looks like. I just wanted to fill it in. So there we go. So let me open this one more time. So there's the front, and here's the inside. So I hope you have a great evening and happy Easter, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.